Go now. Now do it.
All right,
everyone.
You caught us in the middle of a heated debate. Jackson literally can't tell the difference between regular cartoons and anime. Go.
What is the difference? I don't get the difference. What is there a difference?
There really isn't a difference. Animes are cartoons. But you seem to think it can only be called a cartoon if it's specifically made for children, which most anime is.
All animes are cartoons, but all cartoons are not anime. Anime typically refers to produced and made in Japan. Whereas you can have cartoons made all over the world.
So it has to be made in Japan to be called an anime.
Yeah, why are you acting like you didn't know that? What do you mean?
Oh no, I thought it was Western anime.
You can have like Western anime influenced stuff like the Boondocks and Avatar and all that shit, but it's technically not anime.
Jesus, I don't even care anymore. This is such a fucking stupid difference. Is it lack of difference? Or difference? I don't even know.
Is it possible for the Japanese to make cartoons then? What if somebody made a Japanese South Park? Is that anime? Yeah, gotcha, Andrew.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a philosophical debate for our time.
That is a pretty tough one.
There has to be some kind of more distinct difference between anime and cartoon than just based on where it was made.
Not really.
Why does there have to be a distinct difference?
Because I don't know, anime to me feels like it's more about like the art style or like the narrative threads within it, as opposed to cartoons, which are kind of like those serialized, like a whole bunch of filler shit in it. That's what a cartoon is.
You sound like a Redditor now, defending his favorite anime. Like, oh no, this is
I hate all that shit. I don't like any of that shit. That's why I don't know the difference. I don't care.
Wow. The definition is not very helpful from the Oxford Dictionary. So a style of Japanese film and television animation, that makes sense. But then typically aimed at adults as well as children. Oh, you don't fucking say. No, I never would have guessed that.
Ages everyone and up.
Exactly. Thanks. Yeah, apparently, according to the literal definition, anime is Japanese, Jackson. So cartoons can be anywhere in the world, but anime is from Japan. If it's from Japan, then I guess, I don't know, does it have to follow the style of anime too? Because there's a lot of animes that don't look like typical animes.
I think it's just location based, man. I don't think it's like more deep than that. I don't think it needs to be some kind of distinction where, like, yes, this was made in Japan, but as you can see, there is a narrative thread that doesn't quite fall into anime tropes, so it can't be an anime.
So does that mean that the Japanese can't make cartoons?
Hey, you just stole my gotcha.
I think
does it though?
I think it follows what I said. I don't know if the recording got this, but
because as soon as they draw like a moving set of pictures like that are drawn,
all anime are cartoons, but not all cartoons are anime. I stand by that. So technically, if you're Japanese and you make a cartoon, it's going to be an anime regardless of if it's not.
Well, in Japan, it's still just a cartoon. We just call it an anime, but it doesn't change like its DNA. It's still a cartoon.
You guys get all high and mighty when I said, is Naruto like a cartoon then? But it is a cartoon then.
But it's an anime.
Oh my god, I give up.
It's both. We told you.
This is my favorite discussion we've had all month.
So this is the highbrow shit you get here at the official podcast. By the way, officially 4-year anniversary, right? 4 times 52.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah,
episode 208.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Strong start then. Jesus. Happy 4 years. Woo.
Let's reminisce on all of our favorite anime discussions.
Yeah,
Kaya, like a Naruto episode, can you cut back to our best moments talking about anime? Love a little dream sequence.
Flashback episode.
Yo, you guys remember this hypothetical? Cue the hate comments. I have one little throwback though. So over the past 4 years, again and again, there's been our little debate about immortality, which has split the room. You know, on one side of the room are Charlie and I, who want to live forever, and on the other side of the aisle are you guys who are wrong. Well, Charlie, I have good news, actually. I saw this article the other day. God's chosen people have finally come through for us. This is from Israel. Human aging process biologically reversed in world first.
Oh, really? Hold on.
Pioneering research has found a way to turn back a clock on frailty and ill health by putting humans in chambers with pure oxygen.
Uh-oh.
That is fantastic news. Yeah.
That is fucking fantastic news. And I think the first step is to ban Jackson and Andrew from ever getting this treatment.
Well,
Good, I don't want it.
That just
This is such a simple.
what you invested in.
This is such a simple solution. It's a chamber of oxygen that you get in, and it reverses aging. How would that not be something?
I don't
McDonald's
understand
does?
it, obviously. As people age, the protective caps at the end of chromosomes called telomeres shorten, causing DNA to become damaged and cells to stop replicating. At the same time, zombie senescent cells build up in the body, preventing regeneration. Increasing telomere length and getting rid of senescent cells is the focus of many anti-aging studies, yada yada. Now, scientists at Tel Aviv University have shown that giving pure oxygen to older people while in a hyperbaric chamber increased the length of their telomeres by 20%, a feat that has never been achieved before. Let's see, what else is there? Holy Grail.
Wait, so is it just if you breathe more, you live longer?
Well, oxygen, I guess, purely.
What else do you breathe?
Carbon, other
Well, this is
elements in the air.
Pure. So they're getting
right,
pure
yeah.
oxygen, and I guess the pressurized chamber is so it's absorbed into your cells more efficiently. Wait, where was the fucking important part that I read here? Oh, here. So listen, Charlie, the therapy also reduced senescent cells by up to 37%, making way for new healthy cells to regrow. Animal studies have shown that removing senescent cells extends remaining life by more than 1/3.
Whoa.
Wait,
I want this.
Oh, that's huge.
wait, but that doesn't make you not old. Then you're just going to be living for another 1/3 as like an old elderly person. You're still
I'll
going to
take
be
it.
old and decrepit.
Or you can just start it now.
That'll buy you
like we don't.
that'll buy you enough time for the next breakthrough where they can
Exactly.
again extend it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be old to start this. It doesn't seem. It looks like you can do this at any age.
Was the mind meant to live
And it
that
doesn't
long,
even
though? Maybe
it
sentience
doesn't
will catch
even
up to you.
doesn't even sound like you have to live in the chamber. It says each patient placed in a hyperbaric chamber for 90 minutes for 5 days a week over 3 months while breathing 100% oxygen. So
I'd
you
rather
could just
die.
think of it as a fucking workout. Just get in your
300%
chamber and work out
oxygen, wow.
like Goku.
Yeah, you could probably just get just make a gym in there and just like work get a big pump session in, pure oxygen, come out like a monster.
Wouldn't that like... Am I retarded? Well, we're all retarded on this show and don't fact check us, but isn't pure oxygen also like flammable?
I don't know.
Now, how long
Like,
do you have to
if you
spend in the chamber to
accidentally
get the benefits,
spark-
though?
He said 90 minutes,
Okay.
5 days a week.
So they put them 5 days a week for 90 minutes, but you know, so if I like accidentally try to plug in a toaster in the chamber, I'll blow up. Is that the deal?
I don't know. In the anime Baki the Grappler, there's a guy that creates a pure oxygen hole in the palm of his hands, which instantly kills people. So maybe there's something there.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, that checks out with my Naruto physics. Either way, I'm on board.
Yeah, this seems
Sign
great.
me up.
Is there one that ages you quicker by chance? So I'll hop in that one.
Get this over with. Let's speed things up.
Yes, 90 minutes every day eating fast food 5 days a week, Jackson. That'll
Perfect.
get you there.
And smoking.
I am ready.
And drinking, and there's a lot of stuff we could do, Jackson.
Watching cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching anime, that's a real
90
kick in the
minutes per
ass.
day. You watch anime for 90 minutes a
Let's
day. you
let's do
age
this
twice as
theory.
fast.
Charlie and Kaya can go into the oxygen machine for 90 minutes a day, and Jackson and I will watch 90 minutes of anime a day, and we'll compare our lives.
The official research notes. This is our
We'll
main
wear little
thesis.
lab coats while we do it. It'll be official.
I can watch anime in the chamber.
No, well,
But
that's
that'll
just
offset
cheating.
the oxygen.
Yeah, you have to be the control group, Kaya. Come on.
Would anime
True,
like poison the air or something? This completely
ruin the
ruins the
mood.
results.
But what if your mind wasn't meant to live that long, Kaya? What if you go fucking senile and batshit insane at 60 and then have to live another 60 years with like Alzheimer's and shit.
Well, so here's the thing. This also prevents Alzheimer's and shit.
Okay, never mind.
Does this
Many
prevent like every
scientists now
disease?
believe. Many scientists now believe aging itself is responsible for major conditions such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, arthritis, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. So you guys enjoy all those, your cocktail of diseases. Meanwhile, I'll be nice and healthy at like 97 years old. Plus, your argument doesn't make sense. Oh, the human brain wasn't meant to exist this long. Okay, dude, you know, fucking caveman or whatever used to die at, what, 30?
Not even. They die in like
Common misconception. They died at that age because of disease and accidents. They usually live till about 60.
No fucking way. I don't think so.
Yeah, I said that on a previous episode a bunch and I was reamed out super hard and I looked into it. Turns out I was wrong.
No, there's no way. They used to die from dental infections.
Exactly, but if they didn't, they lived
Every
till about
disease,
like
I
60.
assume.
Well, yeah.
Well, but they used to die, right?
It was
Would you
more
now
common to
say
die of that, but like the natural human
of
age.
everything, not just that. But are you now telling me that the human brain was only meant to be to live only till 30 and then
Possibly.
get mauled by a bear
Not
in a
30.
cave?
To 60,
30,
the
60.
same age as the caveman
Yeah.
would be able to live to if they had better medical assistance.
Yeah, under ideal conditions. And now, just like we do have better conditions now, in the future we're gonna be able to live longer.
Look, man,
Because like those cavemen died of fucking gum disease or whatever.
I
and now
can
we're dying of
summarize my
cancer like a
argument.
bunch of dust simpletons.
I can summarize my argument in one idea. I hope everything works perfectly. Because if it doesn't, enjoy, 10,000 years trapped under a rock. Enjoy 1 trillion years floating alone in space when the Earth blows up.
That's fine.
Because that's
I'll take
inevitable if you
That's
live
fine.
forever. Okay.
That's fine.
You're
It's a small price
welcome to
pay,
have that.
apparently.
Good luck
What if I'm
keeping your
immortal?
sanity and your brain and your actual like functionality as a human by that point.
Who wants to be a human
the
by
rock
that
is
point?
eventually gonna erode,
Yeah.
but my immortal body will remain.
After 10,000
And in the
years of
grand
waiting.
scheme of things, that's a blip on the radar. If I'm immortal and live millions of years, that's nothing.
So then what's
A blink of
anything
an
to
eye.
you?
Fun.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
We'll
So you're
recreate
gonna
the
be a
universe
Stark-
with fun.
A stark raving madman who doesn't even know what sensory experience is anymore, going, "Oh yeah, this is fun."
I will be the universe while you're rotting in the ground, getting skull fucked by maggots.
There won't be any ground.
Yeah, no, you.
Well,
There will be me.
To be
That's
fair,
my whole point.
we could take your ashes with us and make sure you have a terrible time.
Long after I'm dead, just
Force you
show
to
me
live
all the
longer.
wonders.
Yeah.
Look, man, eventually everything's going to end, literally everything. So you'll just
could
set
be-
yourself into a permanent state of complete darkness. Fun.
You don't know. Maybe there'll be another Big Bang at the other end of this. Wouldn't it be like? Do you guys think it would be more humane or cruel to take prisoners with a life sentence and force them into this just to prolong their life sentence?
Why? Oh, I see.
Jesus.
That's pretty rough. Yeah.
That's dark.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, actually.
That's fucked up. So Kaya, you're one of those guys where it's like death was too good for him.
Yeah, he's really been watching Naruto. I'm gonna trap them in a genjutsu.
So yeah, we win, Charlie. That was my topic. Jackson, your turn.
Hey, not to bring up old topics again, but we're in the habit of doing that, really. But Belle Delphine just announced that she's going to be breaking the internet December 25th. Did you guys see that?
I heard.
She controls the internet?
No,
How can you not?
She's going to release her nudes December 25th. Not just nudes, actually hardcore pornography. Something I never thought would happen. I don't think
So
any
what
of
does
us.
that mean?
What do you mean?
Like, is she just gonna like show nudes or get fucked?
Yeah, like a porn. She's going to release a porn video of her getting fucked, and then she showed her tits for the first time ever. It was wild.
Do you think that'll like? How big of a chance do you guys think there is of this backfiring on her, where all the Sims are gonna watch her get fucked by some other Chad, and their heartbreak, their internet crush is gonna make them unsubscribe?
I think this is going to
that
have
a
a massive
possibility?
effect on the people subscribing to her, at least for that month. that 1 month on OnlyFans. But after that, like we've talked about it before, it's like dangling the carrot. Like once the carrot's gone, a lot of people are going to lose interest and move on, I think. But so maybe this is her last stand, and she's just going to make as much money as she can and then leave.
It could go either way, because while no longer dangling the carrot loses its appeal, there's some people who just want to eat carrots. So there's going to be plenty of people who just want to see her tits and pussy. I mean, so yeah. I do think she'll lose people. Or go ahead, Kaya. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. I cut you off. Sorry.
I do think she'll lose people for sure, but I also think that there's enough people who just want to see her nudes that it won't hurt her too badly overall.
Yeah, I think there's enough people in both camps, but the only people whose feedback I'm interested in, I want to see, is the people, you just know there must be a bunch of them, the typical Twitch mod simp who thinks that, one day she'll notice me. One of these moments she'll notice me, and then he's about to pay $5 to see her get fucked by another man. So I'm kind of excited to see that. I might go back on Reddit for the first time in like a year to check it out, the subreddit, if she has one.
To be fair, she just said hardcore pornography. She didn't say if it was going to be with a like a partner or something. Maybe she's just using sex toys.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe she'll finally try to sit on that Moby Huge. Who knows?
That would be impossible. It would split her in half.
That's what they pay for.
Can we claim credit for this in any way at all, ever? Like, because she came on our show and then
for everything.
Yeah,
then the next week she decided to go full nude.
Yeah, I started Belle Delphine's career. Yeah.
I'll credit our hypotheticals for the Tel Aviv University studying immortality. You don't know. Those scientists probably listened to us and wanted to make our wishes come through. True.
That's probably what it was.
So yeah, good for her, I guess.
I would hope when she finally decides to show off her body in its complete and full majesty that it's pretty fit. It's pretty well toned. Would you guys agree?
I imagine it is, yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
And I'll bet all of you listening out there probably want your body. Not all of you, but most of you want your body to be fit and toned and in good shape and looking good. And well, whether you're new to the gym or you've been lifting weight for years, it can be hard to find a workout program and stick to it. If you've ever gone to the gym without a plan, you can know how overwhelming it can be to stand in a weight room and go, well, I don't know how to use that machine, and what exercises can I do with this? Oh dear, oh boy. And that's why I'm going to talk to you about FitBod. FitBod is a smart fitness app that takes all the guesswork out of planning your workout. FitBod's algorithm factors in your goals, experience level, equipment, workout duration, and muscle recovery to intelligently craft the perfect total body workout program just for you. FitBod can tailor your workouts to your equipment and goals and needs and all that stuff. I've glanced over the app, and let me tell you something. It's clear and easy to use with their simple instructions. Even if you're all muscle and no brain, a big caveman bringing home meat for the tribe, you can scroll through this thing with ease and find out exactly the kind of workout that you want to hit. FitBod combines the knowledge of fitness pros with a powerful algorithm that will give you the workout to maximize your results. You can tailor it to your unique body experience and environment.
And do it at home.
That too.
I think that's one of the most important parts. They're rolling out the new lockdowns again. You guys remember Brady, right? Our moderator lost like 100 pounds. He was told just this week that he now has to wear a mask at the gym, which isn't going to be fun. You don't want to be doing bench presses with a fucking mask choking you. So I recommend you do it at home. FitBod can help with that.
I was just about to mention that even if you have no equipment, FitBod has body weight routines with HD video tutorials to make learning the exercises a breeze. You can get a personalized fitness plan that helps you work out smarter at fitbod.me/official. Try FitBod for free once a month when you sign up today at fitbod.me/official. That's 1 free month when you sign up at fitbod.me. You can remember that by remembering that it was me who told you about it. /official.
What are you giggling at?
Yeah, is there something funny about me, Jackson?
Yeah, I appreciate your quips this episode.
Thank you.
Giggle a few times so far.
That's so nice.
Keep it
Thank
up.
you. I'll find a way to ruin it, don't worry.
Well, go ahead and try now,
Oh,
Andrew.
let
Yeah, ruin my day, Andrew. Come on. I deserve it.
Oh god, I don't have topics. Shit. I thought everyone else would say fun things and I'd just latch onto it like a leech. Kyle liked it. Hey.
I'm not letting you off the hook though. Think harder. Hang on, I had keep stuttering. I'll try to
I watched
something
fucking
to make fun of.
Dune like less than a week ago with some friends. Have you guys seen Dune?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking nutty, and I kind of want to read the books because goddamn is that movie cool. Everyone speaks in poems the entire movie. Like everyone is narrating and monologuing with these weird little soliloquies stolen from Shakespeare, but it's an 80s like kick-ass sci-fi action movie. I highly recommend it. Like it's a movie that doesn't give a shit if you're paying attention. They'll just be like, what do you call the mouse shadow in the second half of the moon? And the character answers, we call that Muad'Dib. And it's like they expect you to know everything they're talking about. It's great.
So shouldn't you be paying?
Aren't they remaking that now?
They are. That's why I brought it up. Because there's a new Dune coming out.
And it's being directed by Denis Villeneuve. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah. So I can put my hat in the ring now and say I'm actually excited to see the Dune remake because I watched the original and I actually like the original a lot.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. It's been so long since I watched it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh,
It's
you probably
super.
just jinxed it.
It's super dated. Like it's very 80s in both tone and effects, but it's a really fun, just weird movie. I like it a lot. I'd recommend everyone out there check it out if you're going to see the new Dune.
It's being remade by someone who hasn't made a bad movie, Kyle. I'm optimistic, at least.
What else did he make?
He's
Blade
made a
Runner
ton.
2049, for example.
Ah.
Arrival.
Mm.
Actually, you hated Arrival, didn't
No,
you,
I like
Andrew?
those.
I liked. Was Arrival the one with the aliens that speak their own language? Okay, I liked Arrival until the ending. I thought the ending was kind of bad, but I liked everything else.
That's fair.
Yeah, but
not
I don't
for
think
everyone.
I don't think Arrival was really a bad movie, so I'm fine with that.
Wasn't the whole plot, spoiler alert, wasn't the end point of it that humans can learn time travel or something if they just speak the right language? I
Yeah.
think correctly.
The aliens
Yeah, it was
like
pretty
looked
stupid.
at time as like part of their language, and you could basically speak to the past and future using it. So she spoke to herself in the future to get info she needed to save the world. And like that was cool, and I like that. But the whole point was it also had this really forced love plot with the main dude.
And also
Because,
her
like-
daughter died.
Yeah, it was. There were
Wasn't
like
the
all
main dude
these
Hawkeye?
weird details in it that just kind of watered down the story to me.
She had memories of her daughter dying, but her daughter hadn't even been born yet.
Yeah, just
Because-
weird shit.
Because the daughter was to be born from Hawkeye's loin, and she had only just met him.
Exactly.
And so
Yeah,
then,
it was.
so then they had to go into that relationship knowing that their daughter would die, but she kept it from him.
So why did the aliens come to Earth in the first place? I don't remember.
Because
To
they
warn
were,
us.
well, yeah, it's not directly told or anything, but yeah, they came to give us the power of language in order to warn us because there was something hunting them, or yeah, they were running away from something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember shit about that movie. All I remember is Natalie Portman was in it.
Yeah, that's right. The aliens needed human help in the future, so they came in the past to prepare them for the future.
Was Natalie Portman in that movie?
She was the main
Nope.
character.
No,
It was
that's
Amy
Annihilation,
Adams.
buddy.
Wait, who the fuck is the main character in Arrival then?
Amy Adams, he was right.
Wait, is it? I
Oh,
thought it was
shit.
Yeah.
Natalie.
Are you
on,
thinking of
hang on,
Annihilation?
Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, it is Amy Adams. You're right. Oh
Really?
wow, yeah, I thought it was Natalie
I
Portman.
really think
Yeah.
I really think you're thinking of Annihilation.
No, I remember most of Annihilation, especially that like 30-minute song at the end of the movie. That music at the end is so fucking good.
Oh, that was a good movie.
That
The
was a good
visuals in
movie.
that movie was great.
I'm sorry
well.
about that. There was
Anyway, thank you, Andrew.
there was really
the
loud
topic.
banging at my door. I don't know what that was.
Are you okay?
No, I'm good. It just sounded like someone was like trying to get into my house. So
Did you
I had to
unlock
check
the
on
door for
that,
them?
but I don't know. I don't know what happened. There was nothing there.
Should just leave the door open next time.
Yeah, just let them in. That save them the trouble. Right. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
You bought me just enough time, Andrew, to ask Charlie to come up with a topic. Your turn.
Okay, I have a topic. What is the longest gaming session you boys have ever had in your lives?
I was actually going to bring this up if we were that desperate, but I didn't
Are
really
we
want to talk
counting
about it.
sleepovers and like with other people?
Yes.
Oh, baby. 21 hours.
What the
Jesus,
fuck?
what the fuck?
Yeah, baby.
Wait, 21 hours of... No, we're talking pure gaming. Just
Yeah.
like you sit down and game, not like you go out for Hot Pockets or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I had a sleepover with a friend, and the whole point was some game had just come out. I think it was Grand
How
Theft
did you
Auto
play 21
3.
hours and you don't remember directly which game it is?
It was a long time ago. It was either Grand Theft Auto 3 or Halo 2. And the whole
games a
no,
lot,
I think it was
okay.
Halo 2, and the whole point was we wanted to all beat the campaign and play multiplayer, and we just did that for like 21 hours straight, and then slept for half a day. Yeah. It was fun.
Why?
That's insane.
Because we were kids, and that shit just came
There
out.
is no way you got 21 hours as a kid. There's no chance.
You guys just wanted to brag about your number, and Andrew just blew you the fuck out of the water, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it bragging though?
How long did you go?
Again, not a very clear memory, but I distinctly remember playing from like sun up to sun up, roughly. So, yeah.
No, it sounds like 21 hours to me. That's just insane. Like, did no parent step in to maybe...
Oh yeah. It was at the friend's house, and his dad twice came in and he was like, "You guys need to get to sleep." We were like, "Okay," and then we'd wait like 10 minutes and just turn the TV back on. Keep
Oh, so you
playing.
had 10-minute
Well,
breaks.
that's
Doesn't
up
count.
here. Yeah, no, that doesn't count, that
okay,
doesn't
yeah.
count.
Yeah, we had 10-minute breaks. Sorry.
The timer starts again after that.
Jackson and I still win. We did a Destiny 2 raid for 16 hours 2 days ago.
Was it 17? I thought it was 17.
16.
Oh, well.
Did you get world first?
Yes.
No, we didn't even
Nice.
finish.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got to the final boss, and we just didn't have enough DPS for it, so we had to give up.
Oh.
Danny
very
though.
sad.
Danny's a fucking machine. That guy wanted to go for the next like 12 hours of just hitting his face against the wall on that boss. He was in.
I knew it was over as soon as he even threw in the towel at the end. Like, we didn't have the gear for it. We
Has it
weren't
been
ready.
beaten yet?
Yeah, it got been like 6 hours before we quit.
Why'd you keep going by that point then? Just pack it up and do it another day.
Well, it was still exciting and stuff. We wanted to get as far as we could into the raid, but what was I gonna say? Like, we were energized by. We were pretty much like the first, or in the first few teams to finish like the first. I want to say 2 encounters,
Yeah.
and then we just got stuck on the 3rd encounter for like 12 hours straight, and that was.
Jesus.
I don't even know how
was
we got
awful.
stuck on that though, because it really wasn't like a hard encounter. You just had to focus for so long that eventually someone would break down. And Jackson really fucking fucked us multiple times at the very end on that. 5 or 4 times in a row, we got to the very end of that encounter, and he had his goddamn eyes closed and couldn't tell us which one
I
to
did
shoot.
not have my eyes closed. It was when you're in that situation when you get to the final encounter of an encounter and everything's new and you're looking around to try to see what's different. It's blinding.
Yeah,
And there's so much light.
And then Danny gets it one time, and we finish it.
Twice. He did twice.
No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he
yeah,
did.
he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I crawled so Danny could run. I had to lay the foundation so that he could finally win it for us. I was not doing that again though. I did not want to be in that position of having to look for the yellow color in a sea of blinding white.
Yeah.
How were your eyes holding up at that point, Jackson? Were they like dry and agitated and hard to
yeah.
see? I hate when that shit happens.
The way I put it was, it felt like I had like
Sand?
my eyes were square. Like I had
really
square eyes and circle eye holes. It just didn't feel right. Something felt heavy.
I hate that, man. When you're looking at a screen and you're doing shit and then your eyes are getting dry and sandy and you can't focus on it. So you're just kind of like, you want to scream because you're trying so hard to look at something and you just can't.
Yeah. And it
that.
also fucking
Jesus.
sucked because we went, like me and Danny specifically, and Matt to some degree, had been grinding and like leveling for like 3 weeks straight before the raid. to get ready for it. Charlie didn't at all.
Jesus.
Charlie started the day of the raid, so we were already at a disadvantage.
It's just the game is so fucking boring. That whole
You
game.
have to put in the
I
time
know.
and effort if you want to get
So if the
Game's
game's
boring.
boring, why do you want to be the world first in
because
a raid of
the
it?
raids are so good,
Yeah,
man.
so the game is literally a chore simulator. It's tedium. The whole game
It's
is
an
built
MMO.
around just doing the same things ad nauseum. So there's like 3 strikes left in the game because they got rid of like half the other ones.
They're like missions.
You do 3 strikes 50 times a day to get 1 weapon. You do like other
the fuck?
chores that you don't want to do, like you do Gambit a million times over to chase like 1 weapon. You do fucking Crucible a million times over to get 1 weapon. You do these.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like busy work in order to get your power level up as high as
Sounds like-
possible for the raid.
Animal Crossing.
No. But it's so much worse than Animal Crossing. There's nothing fun about it. There's nothing fun about the game except the raids, and the raids are some of like the best FPS content there is.
Agreed.
So why are the raids so
special.
good then? Isn't it just similar gunplay to I don't know, like good Halo or something?
No, there's definitely way more mechanics involved with the raids. They're not as like in depth or anything crazy as like MMO raids because it's still, an FPS. But it definitely introduces some interesting concepts and gameplay mechanics, and you need like strong coordination between all 6 members of your fire team. So it just creates a really fun dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, that's a topic we could bring up. How about that new Call of Duty, huh?
Oh, you hated it, didn't you?
It fucking sucks. I hate it a lot.
Now this is interesting. Andrew hates it. Charlie loves it.
No,
Discuss.
whoa.
Fight.
No. I hate the multiplayer. I think it's one of the worst
Well,
Call of Duty
Andrew hates
multiplayers.
Andrew
I
hates
hated
the
the
campaign
whole game.
specifically.
I really like the campaign a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of like I thought every single level except the last one was terrible, and then the last level was just concepts done better in other games like Far Cry and BioShock.
What didn't you like about the levels?
They were just the same shit we've done in Call of Duty for like 20 years.
I disagree. Call of Duty levels have always been like go to one place and hold it down for 2 minutes against waves. This one at least gave you goals and side quests that you could do and get, and an actual interesting narrative.
I mean, the only one it really did that was the Russian embassy mission, but it just felt so restrictive because it's like they gave you a button to take down guards, but for 90% of the embassy, if you push it once, you just instantly fail the mission. It's not like say Hitman, where you could, shoot all the dudes or take a guy down and have to deal with the consequences. The game's literally like, oh, don't make sure to play it this way. Don't explore.
Yeah, I will agree. Even that embassy mission specifically did feel quite linear in that
Yeah.
you only had a certain amount of things that you could do. There was not really a sandbox per se. You just kind of went to one of the 3 options, and that was their way of opening it up. But it's still linear in how you have to approach those options.
The way that I described it is if this was like a new franchise or a new kind of game, I'd be like, okay, it was all right. It was generic. It had some good moments, but the fact it's a franchise that's one of the highest selling ever and it's on number like 20th in the series, it just didn't do enough. It felt like half a game, honestly.
What were we expecting though? It's Call of Duty. They do the same thing every time, pretty
The
much,
campaigns
right?
See-
have sucked ass for years. I like this one.
See,
like-
and that,
well,
but that's where I'm railing, or what is it? That's where I'm bolstering the previous game, because the previous game I feel like did a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, but the campaign
while-
in the previous game sucked a lot more ass.
Well, it's true, but the gunplay and the multiplayer and the features they added felt way, way better and more interesting, and more fun. I mean, like I've been playing Warzone again a little bit here and there, and I'm already having more fun than I did in the entire time I played Black Ops.
No, and Cold War sucks. Like the multiplayer, the gunplay, I think it's
Yeah.
terrible. I think it's absolute dog shit. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
the campaign and even the zombies is fun.
The zombies, I'll admit, has some promise. It's kind of lame. There's only one map, but I'll admit that from the 3 modes, zombies definitely looks the best and looks like it would be the most fun. But I can't cut it any slack because it just feels like a big step back in a franchise that makes way more money, or makes enough money that they should be able to innovate and do different stuff.
People don't want innovation, Andrew. Just look at the Pokemon games.
That's
do.
another one I rail on for
God.
the same thing.
Are people still mad about that?
I am. I'll never not be mad. I will never not be mad at how bad Pokemon Sword and Shield was.
Do you still go on the Reddit and like write 2-page screeds?
I go everywhere.
Pokemon
Kaya.
hasn't been good since Black and White.
Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. I don't know, man. I just expect more from big franchises. I understand like following a formula, but
Andrew,
they used to innovate.
They did try something different with Infinite Warfare, I think it was called.
Oh yeah, that piece of shit. I totally forgot.
They really
about
did
that.
try something different with that game.
But that's a different studio.
Campaign.
So Infinity
They're
Ward.
all different studios. Treyarch does Black Ops. Infinity Ward does Modern, and then wait.
Then there's Sledgehammer that hops
Infinite
in there every
as well.
so often.
Yeah.
So my point is that like it's all under the Call of Duty umbrella. I usually like the Infinity Ward ones. That's like the new Modern Warfare and the classic Modern Warfares and Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare I think was also them. It's
Advanced
like
Warfare was Sledgehammer.
Okay, they did another big one.
They did fucking, what was the one at the start of the Xbox One? The Ghosts. They did Ghosts, and that was awful.
Yeah, Ghosts was pretty awful. But at least they try different things. Like with Infinite Warfare and reinventing the engine for the new Modern Warfare. Like they're clearly trying something. But with Black Ops Cold War, it just felt like literally they changed absolutely nothing from the previous games. It just sucked.
I feel like Activision got scared after the reception of Infinite Warfare, though. It was like the least sold Call of Duty game in existence, and I think it's because they think that people bought it less because of the changes that they made to the game.
But it doesn't even have to be like a radical difference. Again, Modern Warfare 2019 is my favorite Call of Duty ever, and all they did was like take what worked, but then reinvent the engine and gunplay to make it fresh and new. That's all I want. That's all I really need. Just change the gameplay so it's not the same shit they've been doing since 2002 or 2004. But then Call of Duty Black Ops comes out, and I mean the campaign does have a couple moments that are good, but most levels are either corridor or wave shooting, and then the multiplayer is, even as Charlie agrees, some of the like most generic bland shit. It's just not good enough. If this game came out in 2009, I'd be like, yeah, that was a good one. Fuck yeah, but it's 2020. How long have we been playing this franchise and they just haven't made any like noticeable changes or gaps, you know?
Charlie, do you agree that Modern Warfare 2019 was different enough? Because to me, I get what you're saying, Andrew, but to me it didn't feel all that different.
It wasn't like
felt
drastically
like a really solid,
different.
Yeah, it felt like a solid graphics upgrade as well as a pretty engaging campaign to me, but that was it.
It might be just I'm not the primary audience at all anymore, whereas I used to be pretty invested in the series, and now it's just kind of like, I don't know, being that I've played all the previous ones, maybe they're just only trying to capture the younger audience, the ones who haven't played previous ones.
Do you think about you, Andrew? Like when they're making a game, do you think you cross their mind?
That's a really good question. Do they?
What would Hugbees think of this?
Well, I meant you specifically, not like as a general you. I meant like, do you think they talk about you, Andrew?
I would bet there's probably somewhere deep in that development studio, there's probably one employee who offhandedly has listened to our podcast. And at some point while spending his 20th hour coding the lips of General Woods or whatever his name is, goes, I wonder if Andrew would like these lips.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking.
I'll bet that's happened once.
It's a studio mandated policy to have a picture of Andrew on everyone's desk.
I bet those poor slaves are listening to podcasts to distract themselves from the terrible underpaid coding jobs that they're doing there, and they hear anybody talking about their game. I'm sure they just skip the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's poor schmucks.
Now, Andrew, what would they be listening to the podcast through at these studios?
Oh,
yeah. What if there was a company who gave a shit about you and your desire for good audio quality?
That's a very good point. There's a lot of companies that refuse to innovate and change things up, as we've talked about, but I can speak to one company that knows a way to give you the best bang for your buck, and that's going to go ahead and be Raycon. Because I'm going to save you big on a gift that everyone can use every day, and that's going to be Raycon wireless earbuds. I believe that I've got a pair sitting right now in my closet that I whip out sometimes when I need some good audio. They're blue, electric blue, actually. And Charlie, I'm pretty sure you have some Raycons as well. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That is right. Because Raycons have seamless Bluetooth pairing and a comfortable noise isolating fit that will let you start listening for hours right away. Audio quality is amazing and comparable to what you can get from premium other brands, except Raycons start at half the price. This holiday season, you can get, I don't know, your favorite game developer or your favorite anybody. Something they can use for calls or music, work, play, at home, on the go. If you can put it in your ears, you can use Raycon. And I'm going to believe that most of you can do that. But if you're not entirely sure and you want to try stuffing some Raycons in your ears, you can go to buyraycon.com/OP today to get 20% off of your Raycon order. This offer is only available for a limited time and you don't want to miss it. Because once you finally stuff those Raycons in your ears, you'll go, oh my God, they come with great sound quality? That's insane. I'm so glad I bought these. And you can buy them at buyraycon.com/OP to get 20% off of your Raycons. Buyraycon.com/OP. The number one earbuds of people making video games, whether they're good or not. So
you
anyway,
can play
if you're
those terrible games on high fidelity audio.
Exactly. Even if the game is bad, you can listen to it on the crispest.
Andrew,
clearest.
it can't be bad. It sold millions. Jesus.
That's a really good point. It's a very good point.
Can't come back from that, can you? Can't debate me, huh, pussy?
Jackson, what's something everybody hates but you love? Besides Legos and dinosaurs.
Pretty much everything I love, everyone hates, I feel like.
Well, try us.
How about hentai?
No, I don't think any of us here really
What?
watch or read hentai.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to ham-fist a segue here. Have we talked about hentai being banned in Australia?
Oh yeah, I
As
did hear
well
about
as
that, actually.
another big country. Was it France, I
Did
think?
we talk about it?
Don't know. We didn't talk about it, no, but I have heard about it. But Kai, I feel like you might know more about my country's laws than I do, so please tell me.
Yeah,
Should I
I
be
mean,
scared?
people put shit in the topics channel whenever it concerns one of our countries, you know. So, the headline says popular animated Japanese pornography known as hentai is banned in Australia because it depicts sexual images of children, rape, incest, and sexual abuse.
Oh wait, well yeah, they've always banned drawings of children or whatever because that counts as child pornography over here.
Do you think this is going to be one
I
of those
guess-
one of those goodwill laws where it's like, yeah, it's on the books, but no one enforces it?
Man,
No,
well,
child pornography is
because
enforced.
it says
God.
Adelaide man. Is that how you say it? Adelaide?
Yeah,
Man,
Adelaide's the city.
52 was given a suspended jail sentence for anime images in 2015. So does look like they enforce it.
What a fucking
that's
awful
one-
thing to go to jail for. Too much
No.
anime.
But that's
Wait,
one
what-
case. I mean, Jackson
No,
did.
it is quite often, and they
Wow.
like if it's always reported in the news or in court releases or whatever over here as just child pornography images.
Oh my God, that's
if you
wow, that's rough.
God damn.
If you have like
Jesus.
if you have like an archive of anime pictures or whatever that like blur the line between what's
They are.
morally right, then it exacerbates your court records. So it will say like it has 1,000 images of child pornography.
Oh my God, that's fucking
Wow,
horrifying.
you guys really call a spade, huh? It says Australia Border Force has stepped in recently after a number of imported hentai images depicted rape, incest, and sexual abuse. Leading Japanese adult retailer J-List posted a statement online earlier this month claiming the Australian Border Force and Customs had started to block all their adult products from entering the country. So this is like highly illegal class 3 contraband, I guess.
Yeah, it's up there with drug trafficking. You're not allowed to traffic in hentai. Has to go through the proper channels. Actually, is all hentai banned now? Because this has been the case for
Sounds
a
like
while. It's been the case since I was in like school and such. So, is there something different that's making it pop up in the news at the moment?
hang on. I don't know when this article is from. No, this is just from last month. This article.
Because Lolicon, I think it's called Lolicon hentai. You know, like the hentai of things that look like
porn.
children. Yeah. That's always been illegal here. But I don't know
I
if
think
now it's
I
just
guess
anime
they
in general
expanded
or
it.
hentai. Yeah, is it just hentai in general that's illegal now? Because that would actually kind of be
guess.
crazy if that was the case.
I'm trying to find the specifics, but it just every source just uses the word hentai in general.
That's actually scary because I did make a hentai game, so I could be a wanted criminal. At the moment. I could have
You're
like
a child pornographer.
I could have like a bench warrant out on me. I could be recording the podcast from jail in like 6 months. That'd be scary.
It says a quick search on the official ABF website. I don't know what is ABF, Jackson? Australian Border Force.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Defines illegal porn as child pornography, any depiction of children in a sexually explicit manner, as well as publications, film, computer games, and any other goods that describe, depict, express, or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drug misuse, or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, terrorist acts, or revolting or abhorrent phenomena in such a way that they offend the standards of morality, decency, and propriety generally accepted by reasonable adults. Jesus Christ.
Wait, so
There was one sentence.
it really is just nudity, like sex? If you draw sex as
So
bad?
I guess, according to the ABF, that definition also includes bestiality and sexual violence.
The characters
Oh,
you're
shit.
drawing didn't consent to be drawn sexually.
All right, we gotta take everything down. We gotta take the website, the Team Godswood Game of Moments website down. Everything. It's gonna be cleared of my name.
Wipe it.
It's gonna be gone.
No, just
Wipe it all.
has no one made the eloquent argument in court that, no, Your Honor, you see, they're actually 12,000-year-old demons?
Well, yeah, that's fucking stupid. But it's also kind of stupid if they've just banned just general hentai. That's crazy.
I honestly, I still can't find explicitly saying whether it's all hentai or just the ones that depict kids.
Well, like I said, the ones that have depicted kids has always been banned. It's been banned since the start of whenever it existed. So
And there must be a new
something has to
change
have
or something,
changed, yeah.
'cause
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Something
there's
has
a
to
whole
have changed.
crop of new articles. I don't know. I guess they just, maybe the Border Force doesn't really want to go through each little fucking hentai book to figure out if there's kids in it, and they just say, dude, this looks like weeby. You can't bring this in.
Yeah, it is
What do
fucking
they do with
crazy
it, I
though.
wonder? Like the Border Force, does the Australian Border Force now own the biggest collection of hentai?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they're just collectors.
They're just passing these laws to get it all for themselves. It's a genius marketing strategy.
Australia bans 220 video games in 4 months as government adopts new classification model. Jackson, I'm actually worried about you now. You might want to check with an attorney or something if you should take the game down, or at least
show him my
erase your
hentai
name from the
collection.
credits.
go to the attorney with a USB full of hentai. Is this okay? Just walk him through my gallery.
Plant it on him.
Call it an anonymous bomb threat, but a hentai threat. This man's got hentai.
So like,
Don't come to school tomorrow. I'm releasing hentai.
cops are gonna plant little baggies of hentai on people as they're searching their cars. Is that hentai I smell? Get out of your car, sir. You're over the legal limit of 20 pages of lolicon.
Now, Kai, do you think this ban kind of prohibits our freedoms or anything like that? Do you think we should fight for hentai, or do you think we should just accept that hentai should be illegal?
No, I'm not really of the opinion that you should ban drawings. I'm not for it. I don't like it. The thing I hate the most is when the people who jerk off to this shit claim that it's not child porn. It's not live action child porn, but it is porn, and it has children in it.
Yeah, you were jerking
by
off.
definition.
You were jerking off to something that
yeah.
represents a child. Like, it's still the same attraction to children. That's kind of
Right. I mean, so doesn't hentai just mean porno manga?
Yeah, something like that.
There's
Right.
a good summation of that argument I saw where it's the common counter argument is, oh, it's just drawings, it's just pictures, and the only response is pictures of what? That's it. That's all you have to say.
Right. I mean, look, when that sort of hentai or like when it has tentacles in it, we call it tentacle porn, right? So ergo, if it has children in it, what's it called?
Hentai.
Art.
But no, I'm not really.
The progress of man.
The final frontier.
But no, I don't think, especially if it's like this broader ban on all depictions of like incest, or I mean, incest is fucking goofy and retarded, but if some dude wants to jack off to, some anime woman with car-sized tits fucking her stepson, then whatever.
That's not true incest.
Sorry.
That's where the morality debate comes in.
Over here.
If
there
it's
has to be a blood
stepsister,
connection.
yeah, if it's stepsister and stepmom, is it true incest?
Hey Kai, is incest illegal in Australia? I mean, like hentai incest. I assume actual incest.
What am I, a legislator?
Teach me about my laws, please.
I have no idea, but so I mean, governments always suck at making laws. They're always too broad, and I think if I was Supreme Lord, what I would do is I wouldn't ban it, but I would mandate that the translations have to suck. Like, you should be unable to make anything of it. It should be almost ironic, or I'd hire comedy writers to just completely butcher the translation.
And what would that teach them?
Just to fuck with people. Yeah, just to fuck with people. I'm sure that people, when they read the incest stuff and they really want to get into the fantasy of that man molesting his little daughter and just,
whoa,
I don't know, just ruin the fantasy for him. Isn't that like hentai, lolicon?
No. Yeah, hentai is hentai is a weird one. Like, some of the most popular ones are forced breeding and shit like that. Like, hentai's got some weird shit in it.
Well, that's because hentai can be literally anything. Why would you do normal shit in hentai?
Because
you go wild. You go wacky.
No, I say keep it missionary only in hentai.
You can't. It's banned. I can't do anything now. They've banned my hentai.
I hope there's like a clemency period for people like you who've released hentai before the ban.
Yeah, I've gone straight now. I'm off it. I'm not touching hentai ever again.
You'll be pardoned, I hope.
By the queen herself.
After having played God's Woods Game of Moans, I can say Jackson Clark is an innocent man.
Now, you motherfuckers ban a lot of games. Jesus. Katana Zero?
You guys banned Katana Zero? The game's great. Why?
I don't even know what that is, so the ban worked. What is it?
Oh, they overturned it, apparently.
Oh, well.
Hotline Miami, South Park The Stick of Truth, Saints Row?
Yeah, no.
Syndicate The Witcher 2?
I'll tell you why. It might not be for the reasons you're thinking.
Silent Hill?
All right, let's all take a guess. Why, in your
50
opinion...
cents bulletproof.
All right, I want to guess.
Yeah, guess.
I want to guess.
Why,
half of them are for violent and obscene content, which would be Silent Hill and 50 Cent and all that.
No, don't read into it. Don't read into it at all.
No, I'm not. I'm just guessing. And the other half is for gambling, such as The Witcher.
Okay, continue. Charlie, do you want to guess why they were banned?
I'm guessing just because of violence would be for my assumption. Australia hates violence.
Okay.
Except real world violence. They love that.
Yeah, no, you guys are spot on. It's pretty much Australians are a bunch of pussies. It's all banned because of high impact torture scene involving drilling into body parts. That one's for Silent Hill.
All right, well, I don't know about Silent Hill, but most of them are actually banned for drug use. We take out, in arts, we take drug use very seriously. Like, Fallout had to be changed entirely because of their stim. What's that drug use system in that game? Like the stims or whatever.
Stim packs, I think.
Yeah, it had to be like changed over here to something else in order for it to pass. What's it called? Like verification. What do you call it? Classification.
Did they change it to?
It's so
donuts,
weird.
What did they do?
From everything I've seen from like the current affair, which admittedly isn't the most reliable source of Australian information, but every time there's like real world violence, the people get a pass. Like, there was a drunk driver who outright just blasted some woman, and her punishment was she had house arrest and had to live next to the person she hit. So she just became her neighbor.
What?
Yeah. So that's a fucked up part of our laws, Charlie.
She has to
That's
learn how to survive.
That's because for traffic accidents and shit like that, they usually declare them as accidents. So if you're a pedestrian and you get hit, the court always just looks at it like, oh, you were in the street. Oh, you fucked up.
It's
But
absurd.
Charlie's talking about
part of
our
that
courts, Australian courts specifically.
Oh, in Australia. Oh, they do that here too,
I'm
though.
talking about Australia.
Why? They make the person move
I
next
don't
to
know.
their victim?
I don't know if they made her move, but so the drunk driver hopped the curb and just blasted this woman. And she faced no repercussions except that she got you have to stay inside for 2 or 3 months. And she happens to live next to the person she blasted. So now they just look at each other through the windows. That was her punishment for nearly killing her.
Well, what was the court going to do? Make her move?
Go to jail. It's drunk driving and near manslaughter. That should be jail, I would think. And
a current affair always blows things out of proportion. She probably just nicked her knee as she was driving out of a driveway.
Even still, drunk driving, I think, should just be jail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about the drunk aspect of it. You're right.
And then there's also, I remember I was watching one where some guy blew up his neighbor's car and threw rocks at him, and he didn't get any kind of punishment or anything. They just said to suck it up. Just let him keep blowing up your cars.
In Australia?
Good on fun.
What website are you going to look up australiacrimes.org or something?
It's a TV show. It's like a news.
It's a news show. A current affair.
A news show. Yeah.
Gotcha.
The only time in that entire show's history I saw someone go to jail was a woman who used pepper spray, which is classified as a deadly weapon.
Wait, how'd she get her hand on pepper spray?
That good old.
Yeah, so she wanted to defend herself, so she had pepper spray and was facing jail time.
What a fucking sociopath.
She could hurt a rapist, for God's sake.
Yeah, but no.
Can't have that.
Our judicial system is somewhat lenient, I would suppose.
No, lenient's the wrong word. It's downright incompetent.
We make it work.
I'd call the Turkish system somewhat lenient in some ways, where a rapist can get a reduced sentence if he wears a tie and suit to court.
Yep. We did a whole episode on that psychology, right? Where if you wear glasses, you're usually getting a lighter sentence. You wear a suit and tie, you look better. There's a whole entire...
Oh, it's not the psychology of it at all. It's very explicit. If you wear a suit and tie, the judge will look at you and... it's an official part of the law that says if you show the court respect, you can get some of your sentence knocked off. It's not like some subconscious thing where, pretty people get off easier.
Well, it is both, though. Lawyers will very often put fake glasses on their clients because it makes them look more timid and meek. So if they're like violent offenders or something, it'll make the jury more likely to side with them.
We do have that over here as well, actually. If you're like respectful in court, or if you show if you're respectful to the courts, then the judges will think that you're committed to rehabilitation instead of and then they'll skip imprisonment because they think you have a better chance of rehabilitating if you're in a good
buddy,
environment.
I hope you have a pair of glasses once they arrest you for your little hentai escapade.
Make sure you're wearing a movement watch, so that way they let you off easy for great fashion.
Yes. You should be like, what time is it? Time for justice.
That's your cue, Andrew.
Oh, baby. There's time for a lot of stuff. For example, there's time for me to have accidentally closed the ad sheet and to scramble to reopen it. But thankfully I did that. And because I found the time for it, because I was able to look at my movement watch. And I went, man, what a stylish timepiece. My God, did I say timepiece? It'll tell me what time it is. And if I have time for all these things. And I think right now, guys, I have time to talk about Movement watches. Movement makes clean, modern watches, blue light glasses, and other accessories. Getting great quality and style doesn't have to break the bank. Their Black Friday sale is live right now, so you can get ahead of your holiday shopping with their biggest sale of all time. Their watches feel like a $400 to $500 watch, but they're at a fraction of the price. They're durable, great quality, and designed in their in-house out of their Los Angeles headquarters. Movement has a super sleek matte black packaging for gifting. You can add a bow and be good to go. Their products are one size fits all, and their gift guide will help you pick out the gift that fits the style of the person you're shopping for. It might even be yourself. Look at your wrist. Are you wearing a watch? No? Maybe you need one from Movement. You can check out Movement's biggest sale of the year with fast and free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/official. Movement is working ahead of the curve to be super trendy and hip. They decided all those extra vowels and consonants in the word movement were not needed. All you need to go to their website is mvmt.com/official. Check out their blue light glasses as well. Do you stare at a computer for 23 hours a day like I do? Maybe a good investment. Maybe a good idea. Movement.
Very nice.
Thank you. People in the chat actually posted a good example of what we were just talking about, which you guys remember when Harvey Weinstein showed up at court with a fake walker to make himself look old and decrepit?
It worked. He looks very pathetic.
Whatever happened to him?
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Let's let him go.
Doesn't he just now hang
Is he
out at
still
comedy
alive?
clubs?
Wait, he's not
What
in
the
jail?
fuck?
No, he's not in jail.
What?
Wow, the suit really fucking did work then. Jesus, what the fuck happened?
Oh wait, never mind.
No, it says
Yeah, wait.
he was sentenced and he's serving his sentence at Wende Correctional Facility.
Unless you mix it up and there's a comedy club in the prison. Then I don't see how.
What's the deal with rape?
Tough crowd, tough crowd.
Oh well, poor him. Boo-hoo.
But I was gonna say, what do you prefer, Charlie? My system or your system, where you throw people in jail for having recreational drugs on them? Huh?
No, I think a mix of the two. Australia's complete resistance to the idea of justice and our over fixation on justice.
Come on, I still remember when in America, some kid, I think drunk, drove and ran his truck into a group of pedestrians, and he like crippled one of them and killed a bunch. And then his lawyer said that you can't send him to prison. He's too rich. It would upset him. They called it affluenza. Remember?
Affluenza, yeah. Who was that?
So the judge sent him to, I think, like, I don't know, horse riding camp or something to get rehabilitated.
Well, that's the worst possible system where the rich just get off and only poor people are put away. That's definitely the worst system in my opinion.
Yeah,
But I guess it could happen
Crouch
anywhere.
was his name. Ethan Couch is his name.
Ethan Couch, yeah.
And let's
Ethan
not
Couch.
forget Brock Turner, right?
Yeah, Brock Turner. He was the rapist, right? Is the rapist?
Yeah,
How the fuck did he get off?
because he's rich.
because he was rich.
Yeah, but like, what was the pretend excuse they
He
gave?
has too much money.
Fair enough. I don't know why the fuck I asked that. I mean, in Ethan Couch's case, they didn't even pretend.
Yeah.
They literally said he's too rich.
If it makes you guys feel any better to get your like justification, Ethan Couch is back in jail, or I guess in jail.
Yay!
Really?
He failed a drug test while on probation for all this shit.
Did you run out
that's
of
like
money
the
in that
worst-
time period?
Well, he was released
Well,
one day
whatever.
later. God damn it, Andrew! Give us the end of the story.
Oh, I didn't read the whole thing. You're right. Shit.
They found out that he did have money again.
Oh wait, are you Ethan Couch? I'm very sorry, sir.
we thought you were poor. You can go ahead and leave now.
Are you still suffering from affluenza? What a shame. What a condition.
They arrested him for as long as it takes to process a credit card payment.
He killed 4 people while driving. Holy shit.
Yeah, while
Oh,
drunk.
were they poor?
Yeah, they probably didn't have money.
Oh, well. They
Yeah.
knew what they were getting themselves into.
He suffered from affluenza, Jackson. Meanwhile, though, they were healthy people that were killed. It only makes sense that he.
It's fucking ridiculous. Jesus
What
Christ.
an unfortunate
And one of
looking
them
man.
got crippled.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
He was a victim. I like this too. Not only did he have affluenza, he was a victim of it. A product of wealthy, privileged parents who never set limits for him was the excuse, which, to any sane person, that might imply that perhaps it's time to set some limits. But no, not in the American court system.
The only
like
way
how
I
it's
see
like the
any
legal
of that
system
argument,
and the judicial system is like a guideline for rich people. They don't really have to follow
Yeah.
it. It's just kind of there. Like they can just park wherever they want because like speeding tickets or parking tickets just don't matter to them. Rich people
Pretty
suck.
much.
the only way I see this argument like twisting into sense is when he did this crime, he was 16. So if they really push the angle of, yeah, he's just a dumb fucking kid who's like a spoiled rich idiot with bad parents, then I get where they're going with it. But to just get him off of all jail time or whatever for that, no, that's man.
Punch the
He
parents
killed a
then.
person.
Or
He
yeah,
killed a
to just
person.
get him absconded from anything. No, that's not right. Not at all. He needs some sort of something. I get the angle of, yeah, he was a dumb fucking
What
child, but
happens?
All of his money should be split between the victims' families. He should be poor.
He should
And they
be
should be
poor.
rich.
that's our new
Yeah.
rallying cry for our election campaign. They should be poor.
We should stand
Something
behind
like
that.
at least make the. I mean, we talked about this before, and Jackson just made the good example of, parking tickets don't exist for somebody like Jeff Bezos. He could park his 27 sports cars right on the White House lawn and just pay the ticket for that
probably
until
cheaper.
eternity and not even notice. It should at least scale with your wealth. Like the ticket should be a percentage of your income
Whoa.
or something, so it still matters.
Yeah, I definitely.
What do you mean, whoa?
No, I agree. I definitely think like financial punishments should scale based on how much wealth you have. Otherwise, they're just meaningless for most people or for some people.
How
I
the
guess.
fuck did this guy even come from money? His parents are dumb as shit. His mom has been in and out of jail for trying to like flee to Mexico on some charges, and their dad was recently arrested for showing an officer a false police badge. Like, where did their money come from?
I like your genuine anger with
shit,
that.
It's a family of criminals and they get away with it. What the fuck?
This is outrageous.
How the hell does that happen?
Are they even rich?
I don't know. I don't. I have no fucking
Or
idea.
did they just bluff their way out of it?
Yeah, maybe they're just fucking incredible liars.
Like what? Like,
Oh, his father got charged with assault too.
yeah,
Charlie.
sexually harassing a female employee, and then in 2014 he identified himself as a Lakeside police officer.
Wow. Crime runs in the family. It's because Affluenza, I guess.
I don't know where the fuck their money comes from. I don't think they ever had any to begin with.
Let's see, I'm trying to find out. I'm on the Wikipedia as we speak.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Damn it, for
can't find
God's sake.
anything about it.
They've wiped their record clean.
The family history is literally just all of their charges and assaults.
Sounds like an addiction.
Oh, great. His mom also was sentenced to a $500 fine and a 6-month community supervision order for reckless driving when she used her vehicle to force another motorist off the road.
This family's out for blood. Jesus Christ. They're gonna have the highest kill count in history.
They're fucking living like it's Mad Max.
Couch drove himself to school at the age of 13? What is
He was
happening with this
practicing.
family?
Oh man.
When the head of the school questioned that practice, his father threatened to buy the school.
But he doesn't have. I don't see where that money comes from.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not mentioned here at all.
Okay, apparently his dad was arrested for showing an officer a false
I
police
said
badge.
that twice now.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. Shit.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Fuck.
Does anybody know how they make their money? Because I cannot find anything on Wikipedia.
The only thing I saw is a mention of a construction business Fred Couch had that was sued, so I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's probably like a drug trafficking front or something like with the mafia.
They have to be. It's a literal family of fucking losers.
Yeah, this definitely sounds like a crime family, some kind of mafia.
Jesus.
But a mafia that is so incredibly inept, but also incredibly lucky that they keep getting away with their dumb schemes.
I thought this was just one like instance of a travesty of the law. I didn't know it like the whole family somehow was magically above the law.
Yeah, and they're not even rich, so I don't know where the fuck that came from.
It's just written into the Constitution. The Couch family gets away with everything. All right, should we wrap?
Probably.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you everyone for listening to this special 4-year anniversary episode. We got a Patreon, patreon.com/theofficialpodcast.
Yes, if you're
inclined.
Another podcast comes to an end, but if you want more, you know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up at almost 70 bonus episodes, by the way. So
nice.
A lot of bang for your buck. Twice monthly.
Recording another one tomorrow.
That's right. Live, as always, in our Patreon exclusive server. Where
but you will
can
have missed it by now because this episode's going up 5 days after we record it.
Well, yeah, then you can still be there for the next one. That's patreon.com/theofficialpodcast.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.